You're listening Chapter 2. Health, Food and Activities. Japanese moms believe in meticulous meal planning, especially when it comes to their children's lunchboxes. They believe the right nutrition can help strengthen their immune system and will work wonders for their development. Japanese moms make the effort to prepare elaborate multi-item meals. They also make sure that they are colorful enough to entice children, so they eat every healthy item on the plate. Japanese moms set high standards for their children's bento box meals, rising early to prepare an elaborate selection of healthy items that look pretty too. Fish, vegetables, tofu, seaweed, rice balls shaped like animals or plants. The most important thing you can teach your kid about food is that food isn't just about taste. The primary purpose of food is not just to give you some sort of a euphoric sensual experience 3 times a day. But it's not the primary purpose of food. The primary purpose of food is to fuel your body, just to give your body the proper balance of nutritional components that it needs to function at an optimal level. If you get that into a kid's head early on, that's going to put them on the right path for life. This doesn't mean that food can't and shouldn't be pleasurable, colorful. It should be pleasurable. But the primary purpose of eating and drinking is to fuel your body. When you see people who are in good physical shape, they're doing a good job with this. They get it. When you see people who struggle in this area, they just haven't made that connection powerfully enough. Kids need to know this, and it's their parents that should be teaching it to them. Eating behaviors evolve during the first years of life. Children learn what, when, and how much to eat through direct experiences with food, and by observing the eating behaviors of others. The first year of life is a period of rapid physical, social and emotional growth, during which eating patterns also develop. During this first year, infants transition from consuming a single food, i.e., breast milk or formula, to consuming a variety of foods, more characteristic of an adult diet. This transition allows infants to learn about food through direct experience, as well as through observation of others' eating behaviors. Infants are born with a preference for sweet and salty taste. Thus, sweet and salty foods have a greater likelihood of being accepted by infants, when compared to foods with bitter flavors, such as certain vegetables. Both infants and young children can learn to accept a greater variety of foods and flavors through repeated exposure. Parents who are concerned about their child's diet may attempt to limit what and how much food is eaten, pressure their child to eat a healthier diet, or reward their child for eating healthy foods, practices which may all lead to unintended consequences. Over the years, we have seen 3 fundamental reasons why people fail in this area. I have discovered that failure in this category comes down to one or more of the 3 following mindsets. I don't know. I don't care. I can't help myself. Let's take a closer look at these 3 mindsets. The first is I don't know. Ignorant. I literally don't know that. How much bread is good? What is the best time to give fruits to my child? Milk is good or curd? Horlicks is better or Born Vita? Veg sandwich is good or pizza? And so many questions. What quantity, what qualities, and what products are good for my children's health? I don't know. While I'm sitting on the sofa, watching TV is not a good wellness strategy while eating. I just don't know. The second mindset for failure is I don't care. Laziness, which really comes down to apathy. It simply means, I know that stuff's not good for my children, but I just don't care enough to change their behavior. Or children are not easy to convince. I just don't care. That's a bad road to get trapped on. That is a recipe for disaster. The third reason that people fail in the category of health and fitness of their children is that I can't help myself. You have no sufficient knowledge about food, or how to change the food habits of children. Or there is no authentic source to tell me what food is best suitable to my children. So, I can't help it. I know this behavior is bad. I know it's self-destructive. And I really do care. I wish I could stop it. But I can't seem to help myself. I know I shouldn't be doing it. But I do it anyway, and this one sucks. This one is so bad, because there's all kinds of negative painful emotions, like shame and guilt involved in this one, and those hurt lack of self-esteem. You can literally do amazing. You gain knowledge, plan, make a habit, observe which food is good, and which doesn't for your children, and repeat. I have discovered over the years, you can either continue to struggle with one or more of these issues in your life, with one or more of these mindsets for failure, or you can literally transcend them, and take them out of play, simply by getting your purpose on in this category. Always remember, in order to be a good parent, you've got to set a good example for your kids. That's the number one job of a parent, to show your kids what it looks like to have a healthy, happy, successful life. And taking good care of your body is critical to being a good parent. So, teaching your kids about health, teaching your kids about nutrition and exercise, it's one of our primary responsibilities. If we want to be extraordinary parents, and I will tell you that, this is an area where we're seeing parents fail more and more over the years. Here are a few tips to help you create a positive eating environment for your children. Have regular and fixed meal and snack times. Having regular meal and snack times every day creates a healthy routine. If your children eat whenever they feel like it, they may not be hungry when it's time for a scheduled meal or snack. They may also overeat during the day. Eat together as a family. Children shall copy what parents eat. Children who eat meals with their family tend to eat healthier foods, like fruits, vegetables and whole grains. They are also at lower risk for becoming overweight. However, children who eat in front of the TV tend to make poorer food choices. Eating meals in front of the TV should be avoided, as this can lead to overeating and a higher risk of childhood obesity. Avoid pressuring your children to eat. Insisting that your children eat certain foods may actually cause them to eat less. As a parent, you are responsible for providing healthy food choices to your children. Your children should be allowed to decide how much to eat based on how hungry they feel. Habit formation is a collaborative task. Avoid using food as a reward or punishment. Eating is a way to nourish our bodies. Using food as a reward or punishment may lead to unhealthy eating habits. Offer a variety of healthy foods, and let your children serve themselves without any pressure. Have healthy foods at home. Gain enough knowledge about healthy food, and ensure to buy the healthy food from the market. The foods available in your fridge, freezer, cupboards, and pantry are what your children will get used to eating. Parents are role models. Parents can influence their children's eating habits in a positive way by being a good role model. Here are some tips on how to be a good role model when it comes to food. Make healthy foods the usual choice. What you eat sets an example for what your children will eat. Enjoy variety of foods such as vegetables, fruit, whole grain products, low-fat dairy products, lean meats, legumes, eggs and fish. When your children see you eating these foods, they are more likely to want to eat them too. Limit foods high in calories, fat, sugar and salt. Foods that are high in calories, fat, sugar and salt like cakes, chocolate, cookies, donuts, ice cream, French fries, potato chips, pop, sports and energy drinks, and sweetened hot or cold drinks should be eaten less often. When you limit these foods yourself, your children will be less likely to eat them as well. It is important not to label these foods as bad. They are simply foods to be eaten occasionally and in moderation. As a parent, you have an important role in shaping your children's eating habits. By creating a positive eating environment and being a good role model, you can help your children develop healthy eating habits that can make a lasting impact on their health.